Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of my comic book corner, where we take a look at my latest pickups, what they've had in store for me and what I've ordered online in the comic shop. So let's get into it, shall we? So I've been to my local comic shop as I'm recording this today. So I'm off the bat with this one. No sitting around dilly-dallying. We're going to take a look at the comics that I've picked up this week. Well, not just this week. Some of them have go back a few weeks since I last went. So let's start. Okay, so first up we have issue 1 of the Alien Annual. Which is obviously a one-off story with an alien queen on the cover there. Now I have flicked through this and it does look to be simply a visual story. There's a bit of a insight into where it's set and what's happened, but otherwise it is all literally, you know, art. It's a story told with no words because there's no human element, it's creatures. So that's that. Interestingly, in the front, look, we've got an advert for the new issue 1 of The Punisher. The man may be different, but the punishment is the same. Yeah, okay. Welcome back, Frank, at some point. Then we have the new issue 1 for the new She-Hulk comic, and this is a variant cover. Obviously, it's a zombie variant. She-Hulk as a zombie. The She-Hulk finished about a month or 2 months ago. This is the new, and this is the thing that does bug me about Marvel. They won't continue with numbers. They will finish. They will then bring it back with a new issue 1, because whenever they do an issue 1, sales spike, then go off, drop off again. 20 issues later, they'll cancel it again, bring it back with a new issue 1, and so the cycle repeats. Same with Spider-Woman. She recently had, not long ago, had her own series. But so that does become somewhat annoying. Advert there for the Marvels. Luke Cage is getting a new comic. Yeah, Fantastic Four there. Nice Alex Ross art there on that. So that's, yeah, thingy, She-Hulk. And this one will be an early read for me. It's the new issue 1 of Transformers, which is published under Image. And I think the Skybound logo. The rights to Transformers were with IDW up until recently, and they were bought by, what's-his-face, who created The Walking Dead. And thusly, we're given a new Transformers comic. So yes, I will, and it goes back to the beginning. So it looks, so it seems. Jetfire's obviously a Decepticon at this juncture. Something happens, yeah, see. So yeah, I look forward to that. I look forward to delving into this new issue of Transformers. Issue 1. Then we have a Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker. This is book 6, so this might be the final issue of this story. I believe these are sort of limited. Well, it's only the beginning according to that, so it's the end, but there will be a continuation of it. Yeah. Masters of the Universe now. Forge of Destiny, issue 2. I quite like visiting the Masters of the Universe comics. It brings back a lot of nostalgia for the toys and the cartoons at the time. I remember having that horse and things like that. Yeah, so it's yeah. sort of nostalgic revisit. Then we have the latest issue of Blade Runner 2039 from Titan Comics. I enjoy a visit to the Blade Runner world. I enjoy what Titan Comics have done with the Blade Runner series. It's Blade Runner 2019, Blade Runner 2029, now 2039, Blade Runner Origins, Blade Runner Black Lotus, which was the comic book continued on from the TV series, Blade Runner Black Lotus. Anime TV series that was. So, yeah. Then we have a Batman. Batman The Adventures Continue, based upon the animated TV series. Ra's al Ghul there on the cover with Batman. And these are very easy reads. They're, you know, Mad Magazine, who remembers that? Two-Face. Well, I remember when I used to read Mad Magazine back in the day. I picked up an issue of that. I didn't even know it was still going, I'll be honest. So, yeah. Then we have Batman Beyond, Neo Gothic, issue 3. Now, if you can hear some noise in the background, that's because there's some works going on. And then that brings us to Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And I have already read and reviewed this comic. You can go back and check that one out if you so wish. Fantastic. I won't flick through that. And then we have here, we have Scarlet Courtier, the Munich File. This is issue 3 from Titan Comics, who publish the Blade Runner comic books. And it's a sort of noirish story. And like I've said before, I like reading things outside of the comic book genre now, just simply because there's so much of the comic book stuff on TV, on film, or there has been, that it's just oversaturated things, and as to a degree ruined my enjoyment of those comics, I'll be honest, because I feel like I'm getting my feel through the through different medium, being screen. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Now I have 4 packages like this. These are eBay orders. So we're going to go through these one at a time. I'll take the spin one out first, because there's not a lot in that one. Then we'll get to the others. Let's get this one out of the way. Fold it up, see what's inside. Okay, so only 2 comics in here. Just 2. I can't see what they are at this juncture. We shall see momentarily. So, first up we have a Scarlet Courtier with a variant photo cover. So this is the comic that you just saw, that we just looked through. So there's no need to look through that one because we've already done it. Then we have What If, a new issue of What If. And this is What If Dark, and it's Carnage. Yeah. It's quite nice to be back in the arena of What If with some comics. Just a one and done. Not too sure about the art in this one though. Is that meant to be Dormammu? I think it is. Yeah, the art in this one is somewhat questionable. Like it is in a lot of Marvel comics these days, unfortunately. But yeah, so that is What If Dark Carnage. Now, let's go to the next bag. We shall see what is in the... Again, I cannot see, so we're going to go with them. First up, we have Ghost Rider Annual. Ghost Rider Annual. Nice image on the cover. Just with the skull. Red Hood. Still got the first appearance for that character somewhere. Yeah, you see him popping up quite a bit. That Elsa Bloodstone makes sense to be. What's that about Ultimate? 2 decades ago, the Ultimate Universe revolutionised comic book storytelling forever. Now, Jonathan Hickman ushers in a bold new era of the Ultimate Comics in this special one-shot Ultimate Universe. Okay. Yeah, it won't be like it was before. But yeah, so Punisher again there. I will read that, obviously. Daredevil Black Armour, issue 1. I remember that armour. Still got the comics where that first came about as well. Oh yeah, so that's a Ghost Rider. Next up, let's get that out of the way, let's just be back in board. Next up we have Grim Fairy Tales issue 76. Death is where it begins. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Next up, what we have here, we have Spawn, an issue of Spawn. This is a Virgin variant with no title on it. So this is issue 26 of King Spawn. Nice cover. I like this sort of black and white with the green, that really works. And, yeah, as to be expected. Decent art within. Commando Spawn there, look. I love Spawn. Fantastic. Yeah. I love a bit of Spawn. Then what do we have next? We have another issue 2, a variant cover of Masters of the Universe, Forge of Destiny. Obviously we looked through this just a minute ago, so I'll forego that one again. But it's a nice cover with the villains on it. Skeletor, Beastman, Evil Lyn. I like that. And then we have issue 1 of Vampirella, Dead Flowers. This feels like it's a homage cover to an older cover of Vampirella. I will say that. That's what it looks to be. I'm not sure about the art in this one. This is quite wordy. Gives you something to read. No, I suppose I'm on board with that art. Yeah. Yeah, so a Vampirella. Next up, open this one, take a look. What is within? Oh, another Vampirella. So this here is a photo variant, cosplay variant of that same comic we just looked at. So again, no need to look through it because we just did. So I'll put that one aside. Then we have 2 issue 2s of Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, Fatal Exams. So what one should we look through? That's almost J. Scott Campbell-esque art on that cover. This is more of a painted cover. The movie of Sheena just came out in this country, in the UK, on Blu-ray. I do have it, and it's TV series. Tanya Roberts was in the film. And yeah, think of her as, you know, Tarzan-esque, female Tarzan-esque type of a character, I suppose. It's the simplest way of putting it. Yeah, fair enough. And that's King Spawn. We've got a cover there that's in normal colour. So again, we'll forego looking through that because it's a variant. And here we have issue 1 of Gods from Marvel. And, screaming Punisher at me, look. Yeah. So I got no idea what this is, but I just picked it up, so I thought I'd give it a read. And why not? Gods. Issue 2. Yeah, anyway. Let's go on to that last package. The last packet. Last one is this one here. What does this hold? Who knows? Okay, so I accidentally doubled up on an issue 1 of Transformers. Yeah, my mistake. I'll pop them back. So here we have issue 4 of Void Rivals from Robert Kirkman, who ironically is the person who bought the Transformers rights got hold of them and now hold them at Image with his Skybound thingy. And this comic here ties in with the Transformers. It's all one sort of universe, world that's being created. G.I. Joe is, I mean, look, there's old Shockwave there. You know what I mean? What are they? The Quintessons, aren't they? From, you know, Transformers the movie and after. So, yeah, it's it all ties in. It's all one sort of joint world. So fantastic. So then we have another cosplay variant of Vampirella and Dracula in Rage. Would you consider that pornographic? Let me know. Certainly the contents within are not. Dracula. So yeah, Rage. What do we have next? We have here, we have Power Girl, issue 1. Nice card cover. Again, you see the art in DC Comics compared to Marvel. Far, far superior. Far, just, I don't know. Again, it's just with all the issue 1s. Over and over. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Like I said, we had a look at that, and I did do a review the other day. There's a bit of it. A few pages from it to get you enticed. Power Girl. And then, last but not least, is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Well, Elvira in Monsterland, issue 5. So this should be coming to an end soon. Yes. Yeah, so anyway, so that's the last comic there this time around. And that was the last issue of this. Army of Darkness. Yeah, so there we go. That's it. Done and dusted. Okay, so that's it done. That's everything. Just a quick look through of the pickups. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.